Hey, race fan, Brian Davis races, and you can too. Today we are going racing in Muskego Park. I have covered this race before on the channel, probably numerous times, but it's this year we're going to run it the other direction, so that'll be interesting. And it's just I don't want to say it's a big hill, but it's pretty much up a hill, down a hill, up a hill, down a hill. So it's not really, I wouldn't call it a crit race necessarily as much as I would call it a circuit race, more of a circuit race. I think a circuit race is like in between a road race and a crit race. That's how I feel about that. So anyway, that's what we're gonna get. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pick up my friend Derek, my teammate Derek, and we're gonna go down there. Small field. Unfortunately, I don't know where everybody is. I don't know why you're not racing. Why don't you guys come race with me? I would like that. So anyway, pre-registered is small field. We'll see how many people show up. Okay, off to Milwaukee. See you in an hour and a half. Excited to race bikes. Let's go race bikes! Say it.
Dirty.
Say it.
Derek Hughes races, and you can too.
Nice!
Thanks.
As long as you get to the start line on time, then you should be in good shape. Got him! Okay, we've arrived at Muskego Park in Milwaukee. So here are your fast men of Muskego Park. I really like
try
it.
to keep me cool.
Yeah, I really like
black.
it. I like the white glasses too. What you got there? Is that your chew?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, what is that?
It senses oxygen
Really?
saturation, or rate, I should say.
Does it show up on your garment?
No, it doesn't, but it shows up in stats for the coach.
Oh, interesting.
I have no idea what it's for.
Okay. Well,
It's good information for him, apparently.
Oh, I'm super interested. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up. 22 laps. Seems excessive. I feel like we could figure out the answer to some of these races prior to 22 laps, but bless their hearts. You got it, baby! Coach Zach! Killing it! All right, race fam, here we go. Listen, I'm just gonna do a minute or two of voiceover to set the stage and just mention a few things about the race. So this race, you can tell from the course profile, they changed the start-finish line. We're on top of the uphill this year and we're going the other direction versus previous years. But anyway, we have 4 teammates in this race, and we have 2 guys that are super strong and can pull all day, and then another guy, Derek, who is fairly similar to my riding style. He's stronger than me for sure at the moment by quite a bit. So the plan was to go with any moves up the road and not try to really control the races. I don't think we're in that position, and there's just a couple guys in this race that are really strong, so it's hard to really come up with too many plans to do anything except hang on for dear life. So that's kind of where we were, and certainly me, my plan all day was definitely going to be hang on for dear life. So my race in lacrosse the weekend prior, I got my butt kicked. There's plenty of hills in those 2 races I did out there. This race has one hill. It's not a killer, but it's enough, and after 10-15 times up this thing, it really starts to leave a dent. So the race, I think we had like 20 some odd riders in here. We're racing 35, 45, 55 plus all in one field, and I think everyone definitely has the same mindset to just race the race in its entirety and not try to figure out who's 45 and who's 35 and blah blah blah. In the end, in the little breaks, that information can be relatively important, but yeah, I think the general vibe of Masters racing is nobody really cares how you do in your age category. Everybody really cares how you do in the overall race, that everyone started at the same time. So that's where we're at. All right, in this race, Jaden Yeager is going to go up the road. He just raced the pro race 2 races prior. He got second place. My coach, Zach, took the win in that race, but they were on a 2-man breakaway for quite a while. And Jaden proves again that he is just unworldly strong and takes off on us again in this race. And then there's a couple, ends up being 3 riders that are in a chase group, and then it sort of splits up from there. So I'm just not quite sure what's going on with my fitness, other than I know I missed some workouts, and that I'm paying the price for missing those workouts because they happen to be a couple of longer workouts, longer days in the saddle, and I can tell I'm missing that just sort of base underlying fitness. I feel like I have pretty decent top end, but the base underlying fitness is just MIA. So Coach Zach is going to reformulate some things when I get back from this bikepacking trip and that I'm leaving for today. And we're going to see where we are. But I think this trip is actually going to help a lot. It's going to be a lot of low intensity, decent volume days, 60, 70 mile days for 4 days in a row. And then when I get back on that weekend, I'm planning on doing a couple of just extremely long rides and seeing if I can kind of jumpstart that before Tour of America's Dairyland. So, speaking of Tour of America's Dairyland, this race is a great precursor to Tour of America's Dairyland. It's a great way to practice like what your day is going to look like. For me, it's driving to Milwaukee. It's stopping at Quick Trip. It's doing all those things that I'm going to be doing during Toad to get a good sense of what the bike needs, what I need, and I have to say this year I finally the bike has required no futzing, which has been awesome. Everything is working great. The tires are working great. The shifting, bars, nothing is slipping, no computer mount issues. Man, it's all working. Feels good to not have to think about the stupid bike, and I can think about my fitness. Okay. All right, so this race, we just did one lap. You can tell it's pretty straightforward. You'll see these brakes take off. I'm just going to play some music, and then we're going to buckle up for Sunday's crit, which I'm on my way for, leaving right now, and that's going to be a little bit more interesting. So here is this race. Have a good time. Enjoy the music. Enjoy your workout. Have a good workout. Okay. Because that's probably what you're doing, right? Watching this. You're probably on a trainer or thinking about getting on your bike and going outside. So I hope you have a good workout. I hope this provides the enthusiasm you need to have a good workout. Okay. Thanks, Race Fam. I just want to say how much I appreciate you watching the channel, subscribing, and liking this video. Alright, thanks, appreciate it. Well, friends, there's not very many people registered for the race. I think it's just me and Patrick so far. I don't know, maybe Gabe's gonna join us, maybe one other person, I don't know. It's a cool race though, I don't care what you say. It's a cool course. It's in a beautiful part of Wisconsin, cool town, Pewaukee. Downtown's gorgeous. There's a little beach down there, people hanging out. It's pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. Patrick and I are the only two people in the race, so we're coming up with some creative stuff.
Okay, you have to approve the plan, you see.
Yeah.
You're the promoter.
What's the plan?
Well, we want to mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
Since there's only two of us.
Yeah.
We thought, well, this was Patrick's idea, and I think it's brilliant. We'll do like, you get points for every lap you lead in the front, and first 1 to 20.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So
I was actually gonna say, let's turn this into a points race.
Yeah.
points race.
Or maybe what I said
Every-
might not be accurate. So however you want to deal with that concept.
Well, that concept's pretty good. I
'Cause-
haven't seen that
So
actually.
20 laps, each lap 1 point. The winner with the most points
So
takes the win.
20
laps
total. Right.
Winner has to
And then whoever has the most out of those
Point
20.
lap.
I love it.
Brilliant idea.
That's going to be fun. All right, let me turn
I'm here
this
for
on.
this.
Hang on a second.
busting out the money clip. Make a caller hit another lick, yeah. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Okay, I'ma hit for 20 off a laptop. In a Zoom meeting, making money as my backdrop. Ballpoint base hit harder than a slap shot. Flew out my baby, told her run me like I'm Epcot. Whoa, whoa, I've been doing road on the go, go. Get a bag and flip it, that's for sure. If it's show, that was never talk about nothing. Turn it down and go get you some money. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Eyes on the money, my brothers got my back. Streets moving funny, so I been holding strap. Not playing defense, we been on the attack. Plotting and scheming, how we gon' get it back. Designer all on you, but you can't buy the swag. No Miris, those foo-foo, I can see the tag. You can bet if I spend in this, cause I get it back. I'm 5G, your dollar, I can see the lag. All I ever wanted was to have it all. Got close, never froze, had to risk it all. As a little boy, I wish I was a little tall. Never made the league, I find other ways to let me ball. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing in. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing in.